ladies and gentlemen, we have Tanvi Malik, co-founder of FabAlley and India.
Here, it's an honor to be amongst all of you. A little bit about me. I'm Tanvi, and I've had the privilege of co-founding 3 wonderful women's brands. FabAlley, which is Western wear for women. India, which is contemporary ethnic wear. And our newest baby brand, Zaira, which is a fashion jewelry brand. I'm here to talk about our journey, my own journey, and some of the insights that have powered FabAlley and later India. When I started FabAlley, it was with the thought that women in this country deserved better. Fashion was no longer the bastion of the uber rich. It was a form of self-expression, something that needed to be democratized and made accessible to all. So when we started, we bootstrapped really young and put in all of our savings and some small loans from friends and family and started this journey. We were mostly younger than the people we needed to hire, and we were women in a field, surprisingly, filled with men. But you know, with this bootstrapping experience, I think it just ended up making me more efficient, frugal with every penny that was spent, and hungrier for success. We didn't have the luxury to, spend months to figure out like our product market price fit. We had to do it on the go. And that's something we did by obsessively delving into data, by understanding what the Indian millennial woman is buying, and by keeping a very two-way communication with her to understand what motivates her. Why is she shopping? How does she discover us? How does she discover the brands that she also buys? This helped us a lot. And even now, I think it is this obsessive focus on this Indian millennial woman that has given us an edge and has led us to have 2 scaled-up brands in such a short span of time. Where a lot of our competitors have approached fashion from a global-first mindset, we've approached it from an India-first mindset, and that's set us apart. Another experience, bit about this woman and the insight that we had in her is many of them came from our own experiences. Now, while I was growing up, I struggled with significant body image issues, and I was at a loss to find brands that addressed my needs and represented women like me, the women that I knew, the women that were my friends and my peers in their imagery and advertising. So when I started FabAlley, it was with the thought that these are the women that we need to talk to. These are the women that we must appeal to, and we started with the most accessible location, which was the internet. Going further, of course, giving a great product with affordable pricing and, current cuts and silhouettes, comfortable fabrics was, of course, par for the course for us. But most importantly, we knew that we needed these women. They go through 1 million trials and travails daily, and we needed to connect with them on that. We also needed to emphasize and underscore the joy of being an Indian woman today. We have done this with our collections, with our campaigns, such as Unfollow and Fab Fits All, which have both been aimed at shattering conventional stereotypes. We've done this through our extended size range curve, and we've done this through our meticulous scientific sizing that ensures that we provide a universally flattering fit across the size spectrum. At the heart of it, we want women to feel accepted, seen, and confident, whereas fashion is just a conduit that powers it. As I stand here, almost there, as I stand here 7 years after we started our journey, it's not the number of cities that we are present in or the 350 plus locations that we are available at, or the 200 crore top line that gives me a sense of validation. What makes me happy and excited for the journey ahead is the millions of consumers that we have connected with and empowered them to become their best selves. What makes me humble is the fact that I have the responsibility and privilege of providing livelihood to more than 2,000 people today. And this responsibility, this privilege, is what keeps powering me on to deliver and to take my brands to the next level and the next and the next. Thank you very much.
So, just tell me, why do you do what you do as a person? And what motivates you as a person? We want to know of you.
So I'll try to keep this short, but how it started, and I've had a non-linear curve, and to get into fashion, I'm an economics graduate. I did an MBA after that. I was a brand manager with Titan post that. But it was always the business of fashion and its trappings that's always interested me. And I think that early lag, that when I was growing up and when I could see how fashion was represented at that point of time and how there were no options that were democratic, that were affordable, that were flattering for women, that I knew for women like me, I think that got me deeply interested. But it's not just about looking good and feeling good. I think fundamentally with everything that I do, I want to be a driver of change. I want to be an agent that empowers women. So having these two brands that are that strongly focused towards women, that have a very serious feminist agenda, and also, of course, fashion, which was my, which is the conduit, which is the primary learning, they mix these three things up. I couldn't think of anything better or more exciting for me.
Thank you, your excellent presentation. Thanks so much.